Good morning, everyone. This is the reading that I did for Ostara. And if you follow my TikTok, you've probably already seen this, but I'm just going to go a little bit more in depth on here. So here we are. We start out with the Fool, and we see Uranus right there. And the Fool is looking into this little ball here, trying to figure out which way is the right way. You see the moon is waning. So something is ending and there was a disruption that caused um, a new beginning and an ending to something. So it set us on the path of us trying to find something new, us going into a new path, going into a new adventure. And what we're aiming to do is be like the king of coins. The coins are they're the pinnacles, and they represent earth. They're about stability. They're about the material. And you see here, I want you to notice that right there is that is Aquarius, and then you have Pisces right there. And Aquarius is very, very mental, but they're forward thinkers. So they want to look into the future. They want to look at what isn't going to be good for just right now, what is going to be good for the long term, for our long term goals. Whereas Pisces, it really attaches us to our emotions. Remember, Pisces does tell us that we can, get our our treasure, but we have to swim deep down within those waters and retrieve it. And there's going to be a lot of distractions along the way. So with these two, you're going to have to balance your emotions and your mind, your mental. And this is a grounding that will take effect that's going to help you build that strong foundation that you want. So here we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups brings us something that will emotionally fulfill us. And see that there's Libra. There's a hint of Libra. So this is again, we're putting on some balance right here. And we are really going into finding out what our true where we want to go emotionally. And we're also seeing the symbol of Scorpio. And Scorpio is about the hidden. So here with this, we are, because we're having to start that new path, because we're having to start this, something happened and made us look to see what else we can do. This is uncovering some hidden emotions that we might have been feeling. This also will tap into our creative gifts as well, because this is water. Cups represent water. So this is going to tap into our creativity. Maybe some of you are finding that you're an artist in some way, in some level, and maybe you will go that route. But here you're wanting what you're going to do to be emotionally fulfilling as well. So that is going to bring you that. First, we have to know who we are, and we have to know where we're going. To thine own self be true. As well as, you have to know thyself. You have to know it. That is written in so many different ancient religions and different prophecies, or I should say oracles. That is written in a lot of the occult teachings, is to know yourself. And if you do not know yourself, you will not be able to go forth and do those things that you want to do. So here we have the Ace of Cups. This is a very, very fertile time. This is raw energy. Aces are very, very raw. This is saying there's fertile ground, and you need to be careful what you're planting. Be very, very focused. And you see this is pointing. So this to me says focus. Focus. The cups represent the womb, and this is where things grow, where things get fertilized and they grow, right? So you need to be very, very careful about what you are, what energy you are bringing forth. This means your thoughts, this means your words, this means your actions. How are you bringing forth, you know, your creativity? How are you bringing forth what you want to manifest? How are you doing that? So then we go to the Two of Swords. Now, this has got Libra on it as well. And the Two of Swords, the swords represent the mental. And you see her eyes are closed. And she has to make a decision, but her eyes are closed. So this is telling us that we need to balance our emotions with our intellect. We need to not get lost in that. And the reason I keep talking about emotions is because we have the emotions are running high supermoon, and we all know how supermoon energy is. It's very, very intense. It's robust. Full moons are fertile. It's that fertile time. And then, after that, the moon begins to wane, and we have the new moon, and it goes into a new cycle. This is about telling us as well that we need to get a grip over our emotions and over ourselves. We need to be in charge of our emotions, not our emotions in charge of us. We have to understand that we are all energy, and that being all energy, we have to learn how to effectively have these different energies running through us. Now, what this means basically is saying that we rule it and it doesn't rule us. And we can't get upset because of the change that's happening. We can't keep here in this total disarray of the shocking events that's happened. We can't get ourselves lost in that. We have to learn to harness that energy and learn how to transform it, or I should say, transmute it into an energy that's actually going to be very beneficial for us, that's going to make it work. And again, we have the card, the willow. And the willow tree is about our intuition. I had a meditation with the willow tree, and the willow tree explained to me how, she was the tree of the wise woman. And she will, she takes the tears of the wise women and she makes them beautiful. So to me, this is translating into use your emotions into positive ways. Use these emotions in order to trigger your intuition so that you can create what you want. Now, this is all going on the fact of about, really deciding what we want, taking control, and working with the elements, the earth and the air. And we have no fire on here, but we can use the tree of life for that, because that's about that. It's knowing the self. It's making the correct. It's making those decisions that are completely in alignment with who we are. So learning to work with these different elements, learning how to ground them within us and allow the energy to pass through us, but also use it to transmute this craziness or the edginess you might be feeling into something that will really work for you. Allow it to help you tap into your emotions. This is a great reading for the spring equinox, and I feel that if we follow this path, we are going to be able to get what we truly are wanting to manifest and meet our goals. So you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Many blessings. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Blessings.